Wisest Benjamin Franklin quotes. Inspiring quotes by Benjamin Franklin. War is when the government tells you who the bad guy is. Revolution is when you decide that for yourself. He who would trade liberty for some temporary security, deserves neither liberty nor security. If everyone is thinking alike, then no one is thinking. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. Make yourself sheep and the wolves will eat you. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. The only thing that is more expensive than education is ignorance. The best thing to give to your enemy is forgiveness. To an opponent, tolerance. To a friend, your heart. To your child, a good example. To a father, deference. To your mother, conduct that will make her proud of you. To yourself, respect. To all others, charity. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. When you are good to others, you are best to yourself. Joy doesn't exist in the world, it exists in us. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you could not hold on a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. When you're down to nothing, God is up to something. The faithful see the invisible, believe the incredible and then receive the impossible. Where liberty dwells there is my country. There are many roads to success, but only one sure road to failure. And that is to try to please everyone else. Only a virtuous people are capable of freedom. As nations become corrupt and vicious, they have more need of masters. Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools, that don't have brains enough to be honest. Security without liberty is called prison. Genius is the ability to hold one's vision steady until it becomes reality. Little minds think and talk about people. Average minds think and talk about things and actions. Great minds think and talk about ideas. Freedom is not a gift bestowed upon us by other men, but a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and nature. There are two ways to increase your wealth. Increase your means or decrease your wants. The best is to do both at the same time. Being ignorant is not so much a shame, as being unwilling to learn. This, the U.S. Constitution, is likely to be administered for a course of years and then end in despotism, when the people shall become so corrupted as to need despotic government, being incapable of any other. The problem with doing nothing is not knowing when you're finished. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Man will ultimately be governed by God or by tyrants. If you do tomorrow what you did today, you will get tomorrow what you got today. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. God heals, and the doctor takes the fees. Money has never made man happy, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more of it one has, the more one wants. Those who beat their swords into plowshares usually end up plowing for those who kept their swords. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. The best of all medicines is resting and fasting. All highly competent people continually search for ways to keep learning, growing, and improving. They do that by asking why. After all, the person who knows how will always have a job, but the person who knows why will always be the boss. Change is the only constant in life. One's ability to adapt to those changes will determine your success in life. Common sense without education is better than education without common sense. You must always be prepared. Make sure to look at things from all angles. If you are not prepared, you will fail. I never knew a man who was good at making excuses who was good at anything else. Whatever you become, be good at it. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. Common sense is something that everyone needs, few have, and none think they lack. In free governments, the rulers are the servants, and the people their superiors and sovereigns. If you want something done, ask a busy person. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. When the well is dry, we know the worth of water.